When he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Michael Kendricks. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. It's taken to the 26. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Herbert took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Herbert just beat the play clock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Wentz. And it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. 20. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up first down.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Extra point.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Wentz. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On play action, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Herbert now on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Buccaneers.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
11 on the play.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Mostert, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Raheem Mostert with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Roses now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Broncos 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder and start pushing. conversation and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Steps away. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Switch it. Come on.
Wentz to throw again. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Single. Watch it.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Tampa Bay.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
53, come on. 53, check 53. 3 bus.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the give. Now Wentz rolling to his right. That'll be caught by Cup. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down at 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. That'll be complete to Cook. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up second down.
28-yard line.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Over the middle to Beckham. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Bucs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert off of play action. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Broncos 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Going up top for Kupp. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really.
Incomplete.
But 2nd down instead.
To 2nd and 10.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Turnover on downs.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
2 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 17-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by...
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Buccaneers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.